welcome to me too. My name's Marge. I'm a Heyoka empath, and I just like doing these little talks on the way I feel about things. Eyelashes are stupid. They're supposed to keep stuff out of your eyes, and I get them in the eyelash in my eye all the time, and it's just annoying. Anyway. It's the least of my troubles, huh? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're vibing high today here in Sally, Oregon. Man, it felt like all day evening. All day evening. I was looking at the weather of where it is, places I've lived before, and you know, there's reasons why I moved. Freaking winter ain't cool to me, man. I think I might have to start the TV again here. Gotta tell Netflix every hour now that you're still watching. So, it's really freaking stupid. I hate it, but whatever. Troll freaks. So I had a pretty good day. Oh, weather. Actually it was a little warmer in Omaha today than here. It was real rainy today and wet, and I don't mind that too much. Then I looked at Reading, place I'm trying to go next, and freaking they're already having floods, you know. It's the first week of December. And Earth is changing. Things are gonna start happening. It's gonna start getting real woo. We're gonna have to go with the flow, you know. I think I don't know, you can think lots of things, but the way I look at this whole next year is gonna be, if you've been a dreamer, you know, if you've had flexible grips on reality, you know, if you've been able to embrace more than one kind of reality, you know, looking at things from many different perspectives, you know, not being mad at people because even when they do dastardly things, because you know where they come from, you know, if you're that like-mindedness, then I think the next couple years aren't going to be so bad. But those that have bound and kept in a box structure imposed by other people, you know, I was just doing my job squads, the public servants, you know, all these people that have gotten away, you know, a little out of control with their control. They're the ones that are really going to have a hard time in the next couple years, because everything is way more woo-woo than they wanted us to believe. You know, they didn't want the secret out, but now it's getting out. It was kind of cool. A couple weeks ago, I did a talk on these virtual reality goggles that people are gonna, I bet a bunch of them are gonna sell this Christmas season, you know, because you gotta show people how much you love them by freaking spending a bunch of money on gadgetry, you know. But anyway, I'm excited about these because what it's doing, it's a doorway for people to get acquainted with shared consciousness. So go ahead. Dip your foot in the, you know, the pond of the world of esoteric whatnot, and you know, starts with that, and then freaking people got to realize you can do that in a meditate state. You know, when people are connecting with those goggles and they're seeing the same consciousness, that's the same stuff that people can connect to, that same kind of source when they're meditating. Yeah. Depending on where your vibe sits, you know, are you more of the heart space of the line of thinking that, you know, there is enough people on this, there is enough resources for everybody to live in safety and security without fear on this planet. Let's go ahead and move forward making a planet so we can distribute what everybody needs, you know, so everyone can be comfortable, because I know there's going to be a lot of freaking uncomfortable people this season for all kinds of different reasons, you know. But this is what's happening to the world is cleaning up, man. It's cleansing itself. We all do it, you know. Some people, humans, call it a midlife crisis. You have a chance to live more into your ego, or break that happen and live more into your spirit. Well, the Earth has made its choice, and it's ascending, and it's going to live more into its spirit, whether we like it or not. We need to adapt to the earth. Nothing, yeah, people have freaking put trash all over the planet and stuff like that. Don't underestimate Gaia, man. People underestimate Gaia, and you shan't, because, well, like what Marge said. She's like, ignorance is not bliss. Ignorance is ignorance. Bliss is bliss. I freaking dig listening to that chick, man. She does a talk about every day at Marge Astrology. She's been around a while, We share a lot in the same heart space anyway. I think it's cool she's doing jujitsu, and I'd like to do that too one day. But I did my physical stuff, And that's the thing, is people are getting taste of the color wheel, the full spectrum of what life is intended to be. They're starting to do things they never thought they'd do, because they're ascending. They're becoming more into their potential of all the things that they can be without being confined and constrained by limited beliefs that other people have imposed upon them. And it's beautiful to see. I'm excited to see what people are going to come into, all their own personal avatars. Yeah. Because there's a reason why there's always been these movies of light and dark, good and evil, the dark side, Jedi, all this stuff. There's a reason for it, because people, this is how we live our day, every life. You go out to your daily grind and you're hustling. I hate that freaking hustling. That's like, makes you want to sound like you're trying to cheat, somebody and get something more than what it's worth. And I ain't into that kind of way of living. So, are you doing it from a heart space of where you want your, enough for yourself, and then maybe provide for something for somebody else too that doesn't have as much as you? Or are you coming from that heart space that you're going to get all that you can, keep it all for yourself, and then maybe, if you feel like it, maybe pay for somebody's coffee behind you, call it good, See, a lot of people used to be good kids, and then they started acting more of that greedy, egoic part of themselves, and they started resting on their laurels. But when you do that, when you can't do things like 20, 30 years ago that were good for one person, and then freaking be a shyster for 30 years, and then think it's gonna all balance out. No. So what we create our environment, and I've created my own environment. I'm ready to create an environment that is a lot more conducive to my my level of comfort. I've learned my lessons, and now I'm going to move on. And I think I'm clear for the rest of this incarnation that I won't sway too far out of my heart space into my ego, and I'm pretty good about keeping it balanced. And I have the capacity to help a lot of people, and I'm ready to do that, step into that role. I always was real small, always acted real small because people told me I was. And then, my life changed substantially in the last few years, and I started meditating about an hour a day, doing more self-care. Start taking better care of myself, my mom, just cutting away slowly everything that does not serve my higher self, and I'm down to it's down to the minimum. My world is very small, and I'm ready for it to get a little bit bigger now. So I'm seeing a little bit more traffic on my tube, but I also see YouTube has changed its settings again. So it can always go either way. I don't have a big tube over here, but I got a big heart, and I know that when the students are ready, the teacher will be revealed. And I've been around for a few years doing my thing over here on my tube, and I got about 812 videos or something like that. So I don't know how many are visible. I'd be curious to use somebody's window computer to look at my page to see how far back you can see, because there's a lot of videos that go way back that are pretty good. Sometimes I post them on my Facebook page, Third Eye Activated, Third with 3 eyes. I'll put up archives and stuff like that, but I don't pay for visibility, and I'm not gonna, because I believe in divine timing, and I'll come across people's feed, and if they're at all have anything that that they need to teach me or I need to teach them, they'll click on, they'll see what this goofy girl and this lighting is about. I'm about peace and love, and never thought I would be, because I came from such a place of anger and a lot of ugliness and stuff like that. So, you know, I'm kind of an anomaly, and it's a lot of people that have had a lot of backgrounds I've had, you know, went the other way, more till ego, and a lot of them aren't even alive anymore. People aren't me, shouldn't be alive. The way I used to drink and the way I used to risk my life because I didn't find the value in it, you know. And not everybody's lucky enough to get older and get wiser and, you know, become more pragmatic. And I just want to share a lot of, here is what I like to do, is share a lot of mistakes that I've made, hopes that maybe other people won't make the same ones. And I read energy, and I want to teach people how to trust in themselves, to read energy how they see fit too, to keep themselves safe, because the world's going to become just more and more wackadoo, you know. But hang on, let go, enjoy the ride. Hope you have a right evening. Peace.